Good morning. This lecture is for Wednesday, March 25th, and this is for Digital System Design, EELE 461, 561. This is Brock, your instructor, and we are getting in the habit of watching a little video each day that we're not meeting in person. And like I mentioned, I don't want to take off too fast and blow everybody away, even though I know you guys can handle it. But we'll just kind of ramp up as we go here. So this is going to be another one of these, just a couple minute video. Your assignment's going to be pretty push, and I don't even know if that's a word. Push. Does anybody know if that's a word? Anyway, so here's what's happening. We had this quiz that I gave everybody, and I wanted to see everybody. Really, I wanted to see how everybody was feeling. And so, if you're wondering, here is the curve of anxiety, and I cannot even imagine a more perfect bell curve here. Look at this. So 11 people have done this. So I'm actually recording this. It's 4 o'clock on Tuesday. So there's 14 people in the class, in case you're noticing. It is no matter what. This is something I've learned over teaching for 14 years. No matter how simple the assignment is, you will always have a few students wait until the last minute to do it. So even if it takes 5 seconds, like, oh, I'll do it 5 seconds before the deadline then. So, but anyway, so I'm gonna have to make our decisions on what we're doing for the rest of the class based on what I have right now. So look at this bell curve though, man. I mean, that is nuts. So anyway, that's about what I would expect. I'm glad that not everybody isn't super stressed out. This person up here is pretty confident. Anyway, all right, so here's the thing. Do you have a computer? Yes, everybody has a computer. Great. How can you do ADS? No. So crap, there's one person out there. Now check this out. You might say, well, I can't install ADS. How am I going to survive? I had somebody successfully set up a remote desktop into one of the computers that's in the digital lab in Cobley. And they are going to be able to run software there. So Cordis, they're going to be doing Cordis and Model Sim. And for this class, we can do the exact same thing. You can remote desktop into one of the computers. And so what I will ask this student to do, I don't know who this is, but I will ask them to email me because what I'm going to do is have you install ADS and EELE on your own machine for homework number 8. So this little student right here is going to email me, and the procedure is going to be this. You have, as a student, you have to request VPN access to get on the campus network, and it's really easy. You just do a ticket, and after you get that, then I can submit a ticket. Well, actually, then I submit a ticket to have one of the computers available to you for remote desktop in, and then you just remote desktop in. And if you're on a Windows machine, life is good. If you're still holding on to the dream that a Mac is going to work, for engineering, I guess you just have to go figure something out. Whatever you Mac people do when you need to use a Windows machine to do your real job, I'm sure there is something. I looked a little bit, and it looks like there are tools. But if you have a Mac, I guess you can figure that out. But again, you don't have to come to campus. Okay, then EELE. So everybody can install EELE. That's fantastic. I think we're gonna pause on pads. Pads just didn't come out to be as good as I was hoping. If somebody took the time to figure it out and made some tutorial videos, I think it would work out great. You're probably thinking, why don't you do that, Brock? You're the instructor. Why don't you make the videos? And I'm saying, I don't tell you how to live your life. Don't tell me how to live mine. I'm joking. I don't. I'm kidding. But I'm not kidding about I'm not going to make the videos for pads. What we're going to do is you're going to use EELE. All right. Then I asked if you had a soldering iron, and some people do. I was surprised to see this. So there's actually people packing around soldering irons. That's great. But we don't have enough soldering irons. So the idea of everybody getting their Blinky board mailed to them and then you guys assemble them at home is kind of out. It's not to say that we can't do that at some point. And depending on the final number here, I might be able to mail you a soldering iron. Or maybe we could do like some drop off in town. Like I'd drop them off in front of Jimmy John's at some time, and then you come get them, like some geocache thing. But let's focus. Then the pass-fail option, kind of interesting. I was expecting, as an engineer, you always say it depends on what the final course grade will be. And yeah, that's what I would have said too. But some people would say not at all. These people probably are expecting an A, and that's great. Okay, so what does this mean for us? It means this. We got to end this video. I'm taking too long. Here's what you're going to do. I'm going to come in here, and you are going to have an assignment. Your assignment is to install ADS and EELE on your own computer. And so I made an assignment folder, and you're going to upload a screenshot of these two pieces of software installed on your own machine. And what you're going to do is I want you to open ADS. Okay, so here's the student license. This is the one that you can set up off campus. And I would try to do this one, trying to get the MSU license working off campus. Everybody's gonna have to get VPN, and it's gonna suck. So just use the student license that Keysight is providing for ADS. But I want you to open up, if you have to make a workspace on your own machine, make it and then run a simulation. Just throw down an RC circuit and throw a step into it and make sure you can actually run a simulation, because sometimes the licensing, you have to run it all the way through to make sure all the license parts work. So what I want to see is just some waveform on there that shows it actually simulated. And then for EELE, just go ahead and open up your Blinky file, right? So open that up and show me that you can actually open that. And then just take a screenshot of it. If you don't know how to do a screenshot, there's a print screen button on your computer. You just hit that and it puts it on the clipboard, and you open up Paint and paste it. Or you can use, snipping is probably the one I use the most. But anyway, just save it as a JPEG and upload it to the assignment folder. And this is going to be due on Monday the 30th at 9 a.m. So I'd like you to try to get this going before the next class. And then we'll kind of figure out, and then I'll kind of figure out what we're going to do next. Like I say, we're going to be going day to day. Now, you guys have been working hard, so we're going to take Friday off. Friday was scheduled for NCUR, and so there's a lot of ideas and trying to still give students a research experience even though they're not there. So there's ideas of like, why don't you have your students read some research papers, and why don't you have your students maybe write a structured abstract? And those are great ideas. We're just not going to have class. So go ahead and give this install a shot. If you have problems or if you can't get ADS, then email me and we'll get a ticket going so you can get remote access to a computer in Cobley. And that is all I got. All right, good luck, and we'll see you.